Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 57, NXT TakeOver Legacy post-game show, where we're going to go over some of the wrestlers, division by division, their overness, their just all the good stuff. We're not going to track the prestige, and we're not going to go through and check how they progressed, because I have quite a few wrestlers, but we're going to go to main event, upper mid-card, lower mid-carder, women's division, etc., etc. We'll show you tag teams. We'll show you champions. We'll look at all that stuff. We'll take you across the rest of the universe. But yeah, let's get into it. Obviously, I got my new background here with my new champions. As you can see, I have pushes with division classification now, given that we did bring in the NXT Junior Heavyweight Championship, which is won by Roddy Strong. Congratulations, Roddy. First off, Adam Cole. Adam Cole had a very interesting year. He started off with, coming in, he had a program with Crow's Nest. He feuded towards the end of the year with Eric Young and Sanity. Had a nice program with, eluding me, beat that resume. Adam Cole came in at about a 40. He left at a 50. And he's really had a very, very strong season. It's a very strong season for Adam Cole. Next is Akam. Him and Razor are about 65, 67. They're about the same level all around. They were 30. I will show you the progression on these two. He's been great. Akam and Razor have had an absolutely amazing run to the top of the card here in NXT. They really are. I think they're probably our most over talent. I mean, top 5 most over in the company are Akam and Razor. That's definitely. They're definitely up there. Well, we'll check our creative meeting as well, but they've been great. They've really been fantastic, and they were the backbone. And I'm saying right now, they were the MVPs of season 1. Also, we had Andrade Cien Almas, the former champion. He's probably we have no one at 70, but high 60s for Andrade Cien Almas. Dang it, I said I wasn't gonna do this for everybody, but let's go ahead and check his popularity and his progress. Yeah, he was at 33 as well, and he's really climbed. To strong pushes for Almas. We really started him hot out the gate, winning tons of huge matches in April and May, winning at TakeOver specials. And Almas really built up to the point where he became our champion, and really I couldn't have asked anything more from Almas. He's really progressed nicely, and he's a backbone of our roster. Bobby Roode, the glorious one, our figurehead. He's about 11 months into our figurehead role, so we'll see exactly what's happening with that, and I'll touch on that in a previous video. But yeah, he's been great. Very over in Canada, obviously. Very, very, very over in the United States as well. The Revival as well. Dash and Dawson, they are just crazy over. It's a good problem to have. As you can see, I have Akam and Razor, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, all begging to be main eventers, wanting to be pushed to the top. So I have 3 tag teams. I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys, 6 of which in my main event scene are tag teams. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should break them off eventually? I mean, I have so many tag teams. I love tag team wrestling, so obviously I built tag team super heavily. And maybe I'll split them off eventually, but as of right now, it's going great. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are just in freaking fuego. Razor, as we touched on, obviously, we showed you guys Scott Dawson as well. Drew McIntyre, he's been great as well. McIntyre, Cole, Almas, and Bobby Roode were my only champions in season 1, and I can't really touch on it any further. My Johnny Gargano, DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, they were booked to be our babyface under the radar tag team in season 1 here, and they've done just exactly that. They've gotten the opportunity to get the odds of the pain a couple times, but they've yet to be put in a position where they've gotten a fair shake. There's always been some kind of tomfoolery. So I'm building toward DIY eventually. But I don't want to say for sure taking it off the odds of the pain. I'll tell you guys right now. I didn't plan to have the odds of the pain take this long of a title reign, but the more and more we got into the season, they just continue to dominate, and we've just kept going with it because why not? Maybe a gimmick change. But what's Akam at? Very good. All right. Well, you know what? Since we're here, let's tweak it. Sure. We'll see how that works. Either way, Akam and Razor, I think their ages are probably wrong. But if not, I mean, we got future stars. Definitely two guys we'll be building around in the future. Let's go and filter out to upper mid card now. Aleister Black in the low to mid 50s. He's done very good. He had a nice program with Christopher Daniels relay that I used to get Aleister Black over from low 40s to mid 50s over the last 4 months. So that worked great. Christopher Daniels has since been relieved. Blake and Murphy. Blake and Murphy, both mid to high 40s. They've been great. You know, they haven't won a lot of feuds, but they've won a lot of matches, and they've done that with Velvet Sky, who's obviously boosted their popularity using her sex appeal. Solomon Crow, another solid worker in the junior division for me. He's about 50. He's had a lot of wins, not as many feud wins against, but he's had quite a few wins, and he just lost to Roddy Strong at TakeOver Legacy for the inaugural disbursement of the junior championship, and he's been great. As you can see, we're not nearly as broadcast in the United States as in Canada, but reverse that, in Canada as in the United, so there's a big popularity disparity. Elias Sampson was about a 37 starting, I believe, finishing a 43. Couldn't be happier. He's very strong, heel gatekeeper type. Now 43. A lot of you guys are thinking that's probably not high for popularity, but remember, NXT is still growing. We're a cult company. We're not like WWE. We don't have tons of guys in the 70s and 80s, so this is solid upper mid card rating wrestler. So he could probably be in the mid card, but I like using him in upper mid to have him put people over. Excuse me, on the heel side. Ty Dillinger started at 50. He's still hovering around there. Though I did just get a note that in the creative meeting, you'll see he's starting to taper down a little bit. But he's basically the face to the Samson heel. Now, Eric Young started at 40. He's climbed to about a 47. He's older, but every single time we have a match, he gains in performance and technical and everything. So we've continued to give Eric Young a renewed push because he's just been great. Hideo Itami is still injured. He's in the heavyweight division. I don't know if I'm going to keep him there. I feel like it'd be weird to drop him to the junior heavyweight division, but I think I'm going to keep him in the heavyweight division. 50s, that's about where he's been all year. He's been solid, not super elite, but he's definitely a strong worker. He's been hurt for over 6 months now, though, so he's really been stunted. Obviously, crazy over in Japan. Kenny Omega, who just debuted, he's at mid-50s. So he's in very, very solid state right now as well. He's obviously way more over in Japan than the United States, but he's very over. The Young Bucks, high 50s. I think Nick is a little more over than Matt. Yeah, he's a little more over because I think Matt took the pin against DIY, so I think he dropped a little bit. But yeah, they're very over as well. I haven't put them at main eventer even though they've requested it. I can't have 8 of 13, with the Revival, with DIY, with the Author of the Pain, with the Young Bucks. It's funny because usually, okay, so I am a booker that likes to book around tag teams. I'm not a big splitter upper of tag teams. Like, I like the fact that tag teams are together for years and years, and I will split them up. But it's weird. Like, if Nick gets hurt, Matt goes single. I'm okay with that. Same thing with some of these other teams like the Revival. But who do they feud with? Heavyweight title push, sure. But I can't really be booking them for championships right now in the singles division. So I have really the Young Bucks, Revival, Authors of Pain, and DIY, all 60-plus overness, main eventers, probably 8 of my 10 most over workers here in NXT. And it's just interesting because they're tag teams. Mr. NXT, obviously, we haven't seen him. He's been hurt. Just kayfabe, storyline, whatever. Just kind of hold him off for a little bit until I get something else I want to do him. He is the holder of the briefcase, so maybe he'll cash in at some point in the near future. His mask, forgot to add that being the season, but it's at 9% now. He's about mid-50s, which is good. No Way Jose, solid 50s as well. Roddy Strong, mid-50s, so it's very strong for the NXT Junior Heavyweight Champion. Let's go ahead and look at the mid-card. Bobby Fish, who just came in at TakeOver, was shown on screen. Came in at about low to mid-50s. His buddy that came in as well, Kyle O'Reilly, which is probably, I guess he's lower mid-card. We'll get to him in the next one, I guess. Donst is mid-card. Tim Donst, he's at the high 30s, mid to high 30s. He's just kind of at this point been pushed to the, not main eventing. So not main eventing, but our tag team division's been so strong, so he hasn't really had a big chance to be pushed up the card. But he's a solid worker. I mean, he's a solid worker. So he helps us out there. And I've had multiple notes saying Tim Donaldson is a star. Cassius Ohno, obviously, solid worker, 38. Not sure how he's going to get. He's hurt as well with Hideo Itami, so we haven't used him at all. Killian Dane, Sanity. Low 40s, been decent. Masada, same thing as Donst. Macias Almas, the brother of Andrade Cien Almas. You know what? Let's go ahead and push him up to upper mid card. But he's been solid. Nick Thorne, mid to high 40s. Nick Miller, mid to high 40s. Same thing with Shane Miller. They're the great work rate tag team in the face division, both deserving of a push eventually, and they're going to get there. TJP, about 30 at the mid card level. He's been okay. Here's an interesting one. Tyler Bate is at a low 40s. He's a little bit more over in the tri-state area, but him and let's see if we can see this real quick since we're here. Popularity, track progress. He's really, went up from 22 to 44 with his takeover special matches. And another guy who's kind of went up in the same regard, Pete Dunne. Let's see, popularity. He's doing great. 21 to 47. He's earned his way through the ranks as well. And now they were prominently featured on NXT UK, which I'll get to. But yeah, he's been great. I didn't plan on calling up at all Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate this year, but I'm really considering it. My NXT UK is going very strong. I have a lot of UK veterans, and I got a lot of talent I can use in there. I'm not sure I'm going to be using a lot of them on the main roster stuff, but I enjoy having a feeder brand just in case for injuries or for just basically one-night deals. And I just like having a second thing to look at, to be honest with you guys. It's not really important. I broke us off from WWE, and we had tons of money, so it's not really like money's an issue for us in this save, at least. So, yeah, I mean, we've been booking very strong in the mid-card as well. I'll go ahead and break divisions off, too, in a second. Lower mid-card, Alexander Wolf, about 40s, high 30s, 40s. Cedric Alexander's only 25, so I'm a little bit bummed. He hasn't really been bumping like I thought he would. Kyle O'Reilly, you know what? Let's push you to the mid-card as well. High 30s, low 40s, just high 30s. Ani Lorcan. About 30, Otis Dazovic. He could probably go up as well, but we're not going to push him up right now. We're going to leave him where he's at with his Heavy Machinery tag team. Tucker Knight, who's about the same. They were also wrestling in the UK. Tino Sabatelli, 22, is probably my lowest guy on my roster. A little bummed. May bring in Riddick Moss to team with him eventually. And the Velveteen Dream, 25, just showed up on NXT TakeOver Legacy. Let's go ahead and get to the women's division now. We have Abby Lath with a 36 overall. So the former Kimberly, Abby Lath, is solidly booked. Not main event, but solid lower to mid-card. Aaliyah, a 37 as well. Not as good of a worker as Abby Lath, but she's hot, and she's been in Eye Candy's matches, so her overness has shot up. Bayley, the star of the women's division, with a 54. Obviously, she's a good worker. Don't need to really get into her other than her overness. She's a 54, not bad. Becky Lynch, 40. We need to build that up. I think she can do a lot better than that. Billie Kay, but remember, she just came in as well, and she was like about a 40, so she hasn't really done much. Billie Kay, 40. She was built up as well from like a 25 with Peyton Royce to a 40, so the iconic duo on that side is really good. Bridges, Crazy Mary Dobson. I forget the name she's going by now, but 40s, very strong women's work on the heel side. Member of Crow's Nest. I'm thinking about kind of breaking up Crow's Nest, giving I have Sanity, giving up the elites here now. So I'm thinking we're going to probably break up Crow's Nest, not really do much, just get rid of them. Bridges would probably go back, probably re-debut her under a new name. I think she's going by Sarah Logan, I think it is. I'm not sure if that's her, if that's someone else. I always get the two mixed up, but I may re-debut her as Sarah Logan, still keep her heel. Candice LeBray, 38. She came in at about 32, 33. She's been decent. She's really been using as kind of a gatekeeper, putting people over. But she's obviously well deserving of a push. Dakota Kai, 32. She started at about 20. She's been bumping up slowly. That's the former Evie. Obviously, Ember Moon, I have completely misused in the season 1. She had a program with Peyton Royce, but other than that, we haven't really done much with her. We really hit the tag team division heavy this year, but the women's division not so much. Liv Morgan, she was about a 10. She's at a 23 now. That's probably due to her sex appeal and her what's her sex appeal? Let's see. Probably like a 90. Oh yeah, she's hot. Sex appeal 92. Not bad ratings. Could be decent if we get her over, and she'll continue to get better now that she's paired with Adam Cole. Madison Eagles came in at about 30. She's almost a 40, so the Iconic Trio is still solid for us. Mandy Rose, again, 34. We're completely over based on her sex appeal and her sex appeal alone. Nikki Cross at about a 42. She's been good for us. We're going to continue to push her. Peyton Royce, 52. Fucking great. She was about a 30. We've gotten her over. Maybe she wasn't that. Let's see exactly what she was. Let's see what Casey Cassidy was. Popularity, track progress. Yeah, she was an 18. She was an 18. We pushed her hard. We gave her a win when she wasn't deserving. I think we made, who was it, Asuka? That's what we did. We put her over Asuka the first Orlando show, I think it was, because Asuka, I wanted to move off the roster, kind of go with current NXT talent, or guys who I thought should have been moved up. And so she took a big bump by taking out Asuka, who probably wasn't too happy. Rachel Ellering, very over, using her as a manager with the Ellering Alliance. Ruby Riott, 37. She'll get more over now. She's with the Ellering Alliance as well. She's recently turned heel. Sasha Banks, the boss. Her and Bayley are by far our most over women. It's unfortunate that she's on the face side with Bayley. Not that I have any problem with that, but my three most over workers on the face side. Maybe a few defeat her to Peyton Royce until Peyton Royce gets another title shot, because I don't really have any other over workers at the 50-plus level aside from Sasha, Peyton, and Bayley. And Sonya Deville as well. Not great, but not awful. So, yeah, let's quickly run through. Let's do this real quick. Let's go to any in-ring push for the tag teams. These are my tag team workers here. Obviously, these are my tag division workers who don't really focus on singles competition at all. So we have quite a few workers in the tag team division. As you can see, we have quite a few ACOM, Dash. We have quite a few guys that are just awesome in our tag team division. Probably didn't need to show you that. I was going to show you heavyweight and juniors. That was more important. Adam Cole, Bebe, Andrade Cien Almas, Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre. So these four face, heel are our big four. Even though I haven't booked Adam Cole hugely strong, we're going to have to continue to push it and bring him up. This is why I left Aleister Black down in the juniors division. Not that I don't think he was worthy of a heavyweight designation, but we're going to let him climb up because I'm not going to be able to focus on everybody at once. So might as well let him get some work down there as a top attraction. Elias Sampson, obviously, with one of the gatekeepers for the heavyweight division. Eric Young, a solid worker for a heavyweight division. Hideo Itami as well. Like I said, could have won juniors, but I think he's been in NXT so long, he's kind of past it. Oh no. This was the tough one. I was going to go juniors with Omega, but I just couldn't do it. He has to go to the heavyweight division. He's not going to be in line for a title shot, I don't believe, at the beginning of Season 2, even though he just came in. As you saw, William Regal suspended them. Are they suspended? With Regal being suspended or on a vacation for 6 months? I don't know, but Omega's out of the way for now of the championship picture. We need to build up that a little bit before Omega gets pushed into that. Messias Almas, I could use him as a quick little feud with a face champion if I want. He's very over. Ricky Banderas or whatever. He's got 66 brawling. I mean, he's solid. I mean, he's very solid. Some of these Mexican workers are extremely over. He's got great menace as well. Decent star quality. A lot of this probably is based on his Mexican stuff, but I checked. He speaks English, so we can use him in that way. And it's so funny. I was looking for a guy to pair up with Almas, because Hispanic connection. I started looking at AAA and CMLL, and I don't think they look exactly alike, but he's 42. Almas is 28. So I could totally buy him as his younger brother. I mean, this is a very stereotypical, let's put the Hispanic guys together, but I think they look decently close, at least a little bit with maybe it's the hair or the beards, I don't know. Jose, obviously, and Tino Sabatelli, because he's never going to win a title for me, I don't believe. So might as well put him in the heavyweight division to kind of push that up. And let's go and get to the junior division with Aleister Black, Bobby Fish, Cedric Alexander, Solomon Crowe, Kyle O'Reilly, Mr. NXT still in the junior division, Ani Lorcan, Pete Dunne, if I keep him around for now. And obviously he has the NXT UK championship, but it's an alliance title. It's not actually part of our branded titles, which is why you don't see it on the left-hand side. Roddy Strong, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Bate, and Velveteen Dream. Obviously him kind of filling in the role that Elias Sampson fills in on the heel side. So I'm going to go and exit this video and start splicing together, but I would be interested in knowing what you guys think of my heavyweight division and my junior heavyweight division, and what you guys think I could do to improve those divisions. I'm going to cover NXT UK as well, and I'm going to probably, based on your suggestions, pull up one or two guys. One for the heavyweight division, one for the junior division. I think my roster is really full, but I can go ahead and do that for you guys. Get some audience participation. But all right, so let's focus on another aspect of this save right now. All right, folks. So let's have a look at our NXT creative meeting. We have Bobby Roode. The very popular Bobby Roode is our number one guy, followed by Andrade Cien Almas, Drew McIntyre, Adam Cole, and Johnny Gargano. Our next big things are Billy Kay and the Velveteen Dream. Hot prospects are Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, Tyler Bate, the Velveteen Dream, and Bridges, a.k.a. possibly Sarah Logan. Talk the Talk, Triple H, William Regal, Bobby Roode, Velvet Sky, and Nigel McGuinness. Let's see if I can click on her real quick since we didn't. So she's 40 over. She's been doing pretty well as well. So she's got major sex appeal, guys, and major star quality. So look at this. Crazy. I think if we pushed her really hard, she could be a really big part of the women's division eventually, but she's not really good in ring. Not good at all, but she's the new Alexa Bliss, so I'm okay with that. Talk the Talk. Okay. Showstoppers, Kenny Omega, Andrade Cien Almas, Matt Jackson, Hideo Itami, and Mr. NXT. Ring Generals, we have Andrade Cien Almas, Hideo Itami, Roderick Strong, Bobby Roode, Bobby Fish. Who's Hot? Ciampa, Jackson, Roddy Strong, Dawson, and Alexander Wolf. Who's Not? Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Anya Lorcan, Abby Layth, and the Velveteen Dream, which he just debuted, and he had a pretty bad response to the gimmicks. That's probably why. Time Decline, Messias, Bobby Roode, Cassius Ohno, Ty Dillinger, and the Hidden Gems feature, which we never look at, is Brooke Adams, Kevin Kiley, Matt Riviera, Angel Williams, and Mike Verna. Alright, as you can see now, this is our NXT UK developmental brand. You actually see we had a big loss too, but that's because we spent like a ton and tons of money on the bands and all that stuff. And we spent like an extra, I think, $2 million on making Legacy feel special. Like I said, money isn't really an issue in this save, so I don't really pay that much attention to it. Staff. Who do we have for staff? Staff. We have Richard Dunn. I'm not sure who that was, but he was one of the options available to me. Product settings are exactly the same as WWE. Teams. Let's see who the game has made. We have Devlin and Kirby, our tag team champions. The game put them together. I didn't do any of that. I mean, I renamed their tag team name, but I didn't put them together as a team. The famous Rougeaus, JJ Rougeau and Cedric Rougeau, who have been sent down there to gain some just to work on their skills. Ho-Ho Luna and Tian Ben, obviously you've seen them on NXT throughout the season. The Singh brothers are down there just providing depth. And the Burning, which is Shea Samuels and Wolfgang. So I did not know about that team. That's interesting. All right. Titles. Doug Williams, who's been sent down there to train, apparently thinks it's behooving of him to take the championship. Also, Nick Aldis was the champion at some point down there for quite a while as well. Another UK-based wrestler, Tyler Bate as well. He was down there. In the UK tag team, obviously Devlin and Kirby. Now let's look at the roster. Let's see how they filtered their stuff out. Push, main event. So the main eventers in NXT UK is Curtis Axel, who was down there simply to train, but apparently he's been booked as a main eventer as well. All right, whatever. But it's got a legendary rating as Old School Face, so maybe the Axeman will come back to NXT. He looks like he's been doing well. Look at that, solid ratings all around. Doug Williams as well was sent down there to train, but apparently he thought he needed to be the champion. Masada Yoshino, I signed him to be a part of the juniors division, then realized I had no spot for him. So he's down there as well, also working on training people. He's also there. And Will Ospreay, obviously, is our big guy in the NXT UK roster after Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. And a couple guys actually are down there, but I called them up so you couldn't see them because they are going to be debuting soon. So I didn't want to give you guys any hints. But yeah, Will Ospreay obviously is down there in NXT UK. He'll be part of the juniors division either in Season 2 or Season 3. He's just working down there right now, guys. I don't got anywhere else to put him, but hopefully when he comes to NXT, he'll be ready to light the world on fire. Let's go to the upper mid-carders. We also have Chris Renfro, who is also another worker. I basically sorted by by UK, by Australia. So a lot of the other places that aren't the United States, Canada, Mexico, or Japan, and I have a lot of those workers down here. I have Dave Massive as well. I apologize if I'm saying some of the names wrong. And these guys are really over in the United States, so I'm not really sure how they're so over. I'm not really sure how he's so over everywhere. I don't really have anywhere to put this guy, but Dave Mastiff, maybe a guy I look to try to find decent ratings. Maybe a guy I look to try to bring over and make him watch some of his YouTube videos. Actually, maybe we could expand Heavy Machinery to a 3-man stable. We really need a couple face stables, so maybe that's something we can look at, actually. I'm going to write that down real quick. All right, also we have Joseph Connors in there. He's not very over out here, but he's decently over in Britain. Shay Samuels is pretty over in Britain, but more over the United States as well. Trent Seven, who you've seen featured on NXT quite a bit, and his ratings are very solid. He could probably come up and play lower mid-card if needed. Wolfgang as well, very over in the United States. I think their television airs a little bit out here. So they're probably gaining overness that way. They have a weekly show. I don't know, they're probably in episode 30 or 40 by now, so I'm not surprised that they're getting guys over. Which is exactly what I mean. A lot of these guys are more over than the guys I have in my current roster, so maybe I can have a UK infusion of talent next season, or season 3. Obviously, I touched on it already. We have Harv Haholoon, Jordan Devlin, Leo Rush, Mark Andrews, Mark Haskins, Martin Kirby. Nick Dinsmore is also a trainer, and Tyson T-Bone, who I wasn't exactly sure who this guy was. I know I saw him on the UK tournament, and I just love his name. And then lower Carters, Angelo Dawkins, Gerv, JJ Rougeau, Mata, Sawyer Fulton, Ty and Ben. So I have guys I've dumped in from my NXT roster down there as well. And then I have a couple guys that I'm just working on. And then we have openers, Josh Bradell, Marshall Von Erich, obviously of the former famous Von Erich family, and Sammy Guarva, a PWG guy. And look at these ratings. He's doing really well. Not super over in Europe, Australia, or British, but he's very good skills. I like his skills. Decent in chain, decent in brawling. Good aerial, good flashiness, good basics, good offense, like decent safety, good consistency. So he's a guy maybe we can call up in the future as well. So yeah, this was NXT to UK. Let's keep moving around here. All right, so it looks like New Japan's expansion into America has worked. They are the #1 country, the only international brand. Let's tour their country. Let's tour their brand really quick. Where's tour at? I always forget. Tour this company. The #1 most prestigious company. Their top workers are hold on. Okada, Shinsuke Nakamura, Naito, Shibata, and Makabe. So obviously when I started the series, I released Shinsuke Nakamura. Not that I needed to, but I thought, hey, let's go ahead and try to start with a fresh slate, getting the best guy over. Because basically I started the series, when Shinsuke was still started the series prior to WrestleMania. So I really wanted to get Shinsuke out because he was just too good, too over, and really I didn't have anyone on my roster that I felt I could build up to beat him. And so I just got rid of him. Which I don't think is a big deal, but I think I chose to go that direction because I didn't really think I wanted him right now. And do I regret it? Probably a little bit, but that's all right. So they're also huge in Mexico. Let's check out their champions. Best of the Super Juniors was Takahashi. G1 Climax was won by Tiger Mask 4. That's interesting. Intercontinental Championship is held by Shibata. Junior Heavyweight is held by Kobayashi. Junior Heavyweight is held by Evil and Shibata. World Heavyweight is Makabe as well. Hope I'm saying that correctly. They vacated it. I'm not sure why. Maybe Okada got hurt or something? I'm not sure. So it was vacant basically at the start of the series, a couple months in, but he's held it 17 straight times. World Tag Team, Taichi and Michinoku. Never Openweight, Kojima. 6-man tag. It's vacant. So, I don't know why it's vacant, but vacant semi-recently. Tenzan, Shibata, and Ishii had it last. New Japan Cup was won by Taguchi. Super Junior Tag Team was won by Beretta and Rocky Romero. Roppongi Vice. If you saw, Takeover Legacy, which I hope you did. They had a promo in there saying they're coming soon. When? I don't know, but soon. And also the World Tag League was Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask War, who also won the G1 Climax. All right, so let's go ahead and sort to the next size. I'll go down to National, which will go to WWE because whoops, minimum size, max size. We'll keep doing it like this. Okay, so we'll go to WWE. Tour the company. All right, number 1 they have John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Brock Lesnar. All right, let's see their champions. Their cruiserweight champion is Sin Cara, who's held it 13 times. That's good. IC is Jey Uso, who defeated Tyler Breeze, who defeated Dean Ambrose. So Tyler Breeze had a run. The Raw Tag Team is the Club, 13 and 13. So the AI, I guess, doesn't like changing championships a lot. 13 and 13 is very good. 5, oh dear. Charlotte Flair dropped it to Rosa Mendez, who held it 9 times, who dropped it to Summer Rae. Oof. Tag team, the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, 1 time. Gable and Jordan had it 8 times defended. Women's, Natalya, 0. She just beat Nikki Bella, it looks like, which is good. United States Champion, Enzo Amore. Good God, Enzo Amore with 10 title defenses. After Chris Jericho to Enzo Amore, the 41 in Prestige. Jesus. Enzo, no bueno. Let's see what his overness is real quick. Just, jeez, man, WWE is awful shape. I don't know why in these mods WWE dies so quickly. I wish it was a little more realistic where they were kind of hard to take down. It's not really fun to try to play to take out WWE because they just kill it. Universal Champion Kevin Owens hasn't lost since the save began. The World Champion is John Cena, and he has 11 times. That's good as well. I'm not overly familiar with CMML, but let's go ahead and check them out as well. Let's tour the company. Their stars are Ultimo Guerrero, Atlantis, Shocker, El Felino, and El Terrible. So they're not doing, well, I guess they're doing good, 77, but I'm not really sure who a lot of these guys are, to be honest with you. I mean, a couple, but not a lot of them. Titles, shit. Okay, we're just going to go by this. The Arena Coliseo Tag Team Champions, Triton and Titan, Dragon Lee. I'm not even Hechicero. There's just too many championships. I'll just scroll through these guys real quick. If I see a name I recognize, I'll step out. A lot of these guys are tournaments. Here's their heavyweight champion, Akamura. Their light heavyweight is La Mascara. I know who that is. World Light Heavyweight Championship is Bobby Z. Valiante, Ultimo Dragoncito. Here you go. Casas and Shocker. Trios. And I apologize. I just don't know any of these names. I'm not going to attempt it. Let's go to Colts. Let's see who's in the Colt person. All right, Colt. We should have a few. All right, we'll go through all these, and then that'll be it. All Japan. Let's tour the company. Ooh. Tour the company. Black Hulk. Jun Akiyama. Matt Sydal. Marufuji, and Hiroki Goto. Is he on a written deal? Wow. Alright, so All Japan has came back. Man, these Japanese promotions just freaking kill it. World's Strongest Tag League was won by Akira and Nishimura. The Tag Team Championship are held by Sakamoto and Akabayashi. Triple Crown Championship is held by Hiroki Goto. Junior Heavyweight is held by Kanemaru. And the Battle for Glory was won by Kotaro Suzuki. All right, let's go to AAA now, which good luck, but with the naming again. All right, let's check it out. Rey Mysterio, which is great. Varno, Blue Demon Jr., Dr. Wagner Jr., both of which were in our NXT Tag Team Dusty Rhodes Memorial Classic and Silver King. They're champions. Let's go through these quickly because I'm not going to know a lot of these names, probably. So, the women's champion is La Hydra 58. Dr. Wagner Jr. is their Mega Campeonato. La Parkerita is the mini champion. Their trios is Cage, Drago, and Argenis. Chessman is their Latin American champion. Drago and Aerostar hold their tag team championships, and Halloween holds their, I believe that's Cruiserweight championship, and that is Halloween. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just not good with these names. Dragon Gate, it's to their company. They went way up. Dragon Gate's leaders are Hiroshi Tanahashi. Did he get stolen? Hiroshi Tanahashi, Yamamoto, Takagi, Doi, and Takahashi. So this is interesting. Dragon Gate is way up there, and I want to check really quick. Let's look at their roster. Let's check guys that are signed to contracts. Written. Wow. So pretty much this is their roster, guys. Wow. Okay, so they got Brother Devon's over there as an agent or mid-card, but they got Saban, Shima, Cody Rhodes, Davey Boy Smith, Davey Richards, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tanahashi. Wow, they must have stolen them, which is crazy. I guess Hiromu isn't way over. Lethal. I mean, they have a crazy roster. Kurt Angle. Yeah, quite the roster. Wow. I'm actually very impressed with their roster. Tiger Mask is here, but Tiger Mask 4 is over there. That's alright. So, let's check their champions real quick. King of the Gate. Of the Brave Gate is Takahashi. He's there as well. Yamato is Open the Dream Gate. Wargate is the Hollywood Stalker. Ichikawa. I'm not familiar which title is above which. Triangle Gate, Rhodes, Lethal, and Mayahara. Twin Gate, Tag Team Championships are vacant, and the Tag League is blank. The tournament just happened. Let's go ahead and go to Ring of Honor. Tour the company. Tour the company. Alright. Ooh, Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins. Alex Shelley, Matt Sydal, MVP, and I almost called him Stuart Barrett. Shout out to Rick. Wade Barrett. Titles we have Survival of the Fittest was won by Sydal. Top Prospect was won by Rush, who is now in my UK brand. Alex Shelley is their champion. Their 6-mans are vacant, but it was held by O'Reilly, Beretta, and Rocky Romero. World Tag is Kenny King and Rhett Titus, and Television is Kazarian. And let's go to Total Nonstop Action. It's Total Nonstop Action because I started in February and they weren't Global Force yet. So Tour the company. Jeff Hardy, Lashley, EC3, Matt Hardy, and James Stewart. Obviously, they were here before WWE snatched them back up. So let's go and check their titles. Grand Championship, Trevor Lee, 26. Not good. Joker's Wild. I have no idea what this is. No idea. Every March. I'll keep an eye on it. Knockouts is Rosemary, 9 defenses. Lashley with 5 defenses at the heavyweight. The World Tag Team, Crazy Steve and Abyss have defended at no times. But I mean, lots of vacants, guys. All these Japanese promotions signing up guys and screwing up title vacancies. X Divisions by Rockstar Spud, dropped it by Tever Z. Let's check their roster real quick and let's check their contract situation because I'm curious generally. They only have Aaron Rex because, if you're going to have anyone signed to a written contract, it should be Aaron Rex, James Storm, and Jason Brown, who is the American CEO of Arlox Anthem, I guess. Okay, well, that's fine. All right, well, this was the recap of, let's see if there's any other promotions that are interesting. But this was the recap of, the universe and the worlds. Let's check Evolve, and then I'll skip Evolve. Let's see if we can find PWG. PWG's not even up. Where'd PWG go? Wow, PWG must have fallen. Well, this was a recap of the NXT Universe. Thanks for watching. I will get this up, and we will hopefully get into Season 2 very quickly. Thanks for watching.